Dear students, greetings. This is from Dr. T. Sendilmurugan. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about components of the computer and different types of the computer. Okay, dear first year students, this is first video lecture for your better understanding. I am recording this video about components of computer and types of the computer. This is week 1, lecture 1, classroom discussion topic 1. In our syllabus, we are given some self-learning topics. You can learn those topics by self from any resources available in internet as well as textbooks and reference books. This classroom discussion topic we will discuss in the classroom. So first day, we are going to discuss about those topics. Lecture outcome. That means if end of this lecture, what capability you have, that means what is the outcome of the particular lecture. After completion of this lecture, student will be able to identify the functions of the components of the computer. So we are going to discuss about components and functions. So finally, you are able to identify the functions of the components of the computer. Then student will be able to classify the computer based on the size, based on the mechanism, and based on the purpose of the computer. Okay. This diagram represents the components of the computer. The computer have three main parts. One is input unit. Second one is central processing unit. We know that CPU. Normally we are saying CPU, that is central processing unit. Okay. So next one is output unit. So in this input unit, the input devices will be giving input to the computer. Okay. So those who are the input devices: mouse, keyboard, joysticks, and then scanner. So those which devices is giving input to the computer is considered as input devices, which is producing the output. That means displaying the output, printing the output. So those devices considered as the output devices. For example, monitor. Monitor only getting output from the CPU and it will display to the user. Okay. Printer also getting input from the CPU and it will print the output. Then we are getting the printout sheets. Okay. So these are the output devices. Clear? So now we will discuss about central processing unit. What central processing unit? The entire computer. That means we are saying computer. No, computer means the computer will perform computing operations, computation, mathematical calculations, okay, and logical combinations, arithmetical calculations. Every calculation will be done in the central processing unit. So in central processing unit, what are the components are there? Control unit, arithmetic and logic unit, and memory unit. What is control unit? Control unit means it will control entire system. Okay, control entire system. So what it will do? Which will be controlled? For example, in our computer, two type of software will be there. Okay, so one is system software, another one is application software. Okay. So normally we are saying in mobiles, we are saying app, this app, that app, like that we are saying no, the many number of apps, that is considered as the application software. So we need one software to execute these softwares. That software is considered as a system software. Okay, so example, operating system. Okay, so operating system is the one of the software that is used to execute these application softwares on it. Okay, so the system software will decide which program will execute first, like schedulings. Okay, arranging the orders and performing the operations. Those things will be controlled by control unit. Okay, then arithmetic and logical unit. This is the main unit to calculate everything. Arithmetic operations. What are the arithmetic operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus. So these are the arithmetic operations. And logical operations. What are the logical operations? And, or, not. So these are the basic logical units. So based on these operation, computer will perform to entire calculations and it will produce the output. So next one is memory unit. What is memory unit? So whatever operation we will do, that will be stored in somewhere. So for storing purpose, we need some memory unit. The memory unit may be classified into two categories. One is primary memory and second one is secondary memory. Okay, the primary memory may be temporary storage. Temporary storage. Secondary memory may be permanent storage. Okay, so it is portable, permanent storage. Okay, so this secondary storage is portable, primary storage is not portable. Okay, so this primary memory examples: RAM, random access memory; ROM, read only memory. So these memories are considered the primary storages. Secondary storages, we know this now: hard disk, solid disk. Okay, so pen drives, memory cards, and all other portable devices, portable memory devices are considered as secondary storage. When we are executing the program, that time the temporarily the values are stored in the RAM. Okay, once your execution over, the RAM will be free. Okay, so this is memory unit. So this is overall components of the computer. Okay, so characteristics of the computer. So speed, it is high speed. It will work with high speed with n number of applications at the same time. Okay, accuracy. Accuracy means it will produce the result with 100% accuracy. Okay, so there is no deviations will be there. So according to your input, it will produce the 100% output, correct output. Okay, that is accuracy. Diligence. Diligence means it will work continuously. Okay, so there is no rest for that. 24 hours it will work for 7 days in 365. If you are given power and maintaining the cooling, it will work continuously. There is no tired. Okay, so the machine not feeling the tired, that's why diligence. Versatility means, so it will work n number of applications. Okay, n number of application means more number of application it will work. More application at the same time or continuously. Reliability is, it's a reliable one. It will perform reliable outputs. Okay, consistency. So that's why if even it will perform more number of programs, it will provide good accuracy with a number of programs parallelly. Okay, so parallel computing. Then memory, we know that it's how different types of memory. The memory will be used for storing the information. And storage capacity, secondary storage. Okay, the memory may be considered as primary storage. And secondary storages, there is a storage capacity. We know that we are saying in the bits. So bits means zeros and ones. So kilobits, megabits, and gigabits, terabits, okay, TB. So this is 10 power 3, 10 power 6, 10 power 9, 10 power 12 bits. Okay, that is the storage capacity we are saying in these units. Remembrance power. So it's have good remembrance power. That means it is not a human. Okay, once it is stored, it will take it from the memory, and it will be working with automation. Once the machine starts, it will continuously work. Okay, automatically it will work. These are the characteristics of computer. The next topic is types of computer. The computer can be classified based on these categories. Based on the size, we can say the type. Based on the mechanism, we can say that. Based on the using purpose, we can say that. So based on the size, it will be supercomputer, mainframe computer, mini computer, and microcomputer. Based on the mechanism, what mechanism it is used? It is used with analog devices or digital devices or both. So based on this, it will be classified. And where it will be used, for general purpose it is used or special purpose it is. Based on these categories, the computers are classified. The supercomputer. Okay, what is meaning of supercomputer? The supercomputer means it is fastest and most expensive computer. Okay, so it's too much fast. And the planet Earth, in Earth, which is providing the more fast and more expensive, that is considered the supercomputer. It is not crazy large, okay, so but it occupies the entire building. Okay? So they can even occupy the entire building. What it will do, why it is required, you see here, okay. The amount of money to buy computer the size of the building not have a good use for it. Supercomputers are generally used for complex science and engineering projects where, so example, satellite communications are there. NASA, you know that, no? So NASA is a satellite company. So they are used this supercomputer for maintaining those calculation and launching the satellites. For that purpose, they are using the supercomputers. Okay. Next, mainframe computers. It is not great as supercomputer. It is not a supercomputer, but it is also expensive. Okay. So it is large amount of data will be stored. That's why we are saying this mainframe computer. So example, IBM company is there, no? IBM company have their own mainframe computers. Okay. So it is also used for large organizations. It will be used for large organizations. Okay. So the mainly used for high volumes of data. High volumes means more number of data will be stored in a single place. For example, Google Center is there. No? So how they are storing all the information based on this mainframe computers. Okay, so the search engines may be used for Google, Bing, and Yahoo. So these are used to know on the worldwide level. It will be always working. So the mainframe computers are used by those search engines. Next one is mini computer. What is mini computer? So mini computer means compared with the supercomputer and mainframe computer, it's size wise very less. Okay. So when we are seeing that, it is servers. Okay. So in lab, if we have 60 system, we need to control all 60 systems. Server is required. Okay. So server, maybe there is a different types of servers are there nowadays. Okay. So tower server and the rack servers. Okay. So then blade servers. This is blade servers. So like these are size compared with the normal computer, it is large. But when we are saying about the supercomputer and mainframe, it is the small computer. That's why we are saying this is a mini computer. Next, desktop computer, we already know. So based on the size, it is less. That's why we are saying these are the microcomputers. Okay. So all-in-one computers, we know that all CPU will be comprised in the monitor itself. The single machine will work and perform all the operation. That's why we are saying all-in-one computer. Okay, finally laptop, we know that nowadays everybody using the lap. That's why we are saying this is a laptop. Okay, we can carry wherever we want. It is comfortable, portable. So we know about the desktop very well. Finally, palm tops, which is used for personal digital PDA, we are saying normally. That means personal digital assistance. Okay, whatever the smart watches, smartphones is there, no? Those are microcomputers. Okay. So based on the mechanism, so here which is used for analog devices, that is considered the analog computers. So example, thermometer is there. We have to calculate the temperature of the body or temperature of the room or temperature of the environment. So we can calculate using the thermometer. So based on this value, it will be calculate and it will be predict in the futures. So this is the analog computers. So normally we are using which is used for zeros and ones, binary values. That computer is considered the digital computer. It is used the digital values. We know all the applications of example we are using laptop. No, this is a digital computer. You know the advantages and the usefuls of the digital computer. Based on the purpose, general purpose means for generally wherever we want, example hotel billing, ATM services. So those are the general purpose computer. Special purpose computer means it will perform some specific task. Okay. So example, will test the temperature. If we generator to manage electricity. Okay. So like these special purpose it will be developed. No, those computer is considered as a general purpose computer. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about programming languages. What is programming languages? Normally, if in real time, as a human, we have some language to communicate to others. Okay. For example, in we are saying that the region I already told in Telangana region they are using Telugu. Okay. So in Tamil Nadu region they are using Tamil. In Delhi they are using Hindi. So like region wise different languages are there for communicate. But how we will communicate to computer? For that we need some computer language. Okay, so that languages have classified into two categories. One is high level language and low level language. So two categories are there. Okay. So what is high level language? What is low level language? Which is the human will be understand. That is considered as the high level language. Human understandable language. Okay. Human understandable language. But low level language is machine understandable language. So we are the human, we are unable to understand this language. Machine will understand. Those languages is considered as the low level languages. Okay. So the computer already we discussed that is you will understand only zeros and ones. Okay, so zeros and ones. So hence, to interact with the computer hardware, we need some languages. No, there is low-level language like that. Again, low-level language is classified into machine-level language and assembly-level language. What is machine-level language? Machine-level language is one of the type of low-level language. Normally, computer using zeros and ones. So the machine will understand this language. That's why we are saying this is machine-level language. Assembly language means again same thing. So assembler is there, no? So assemble code is there. That using mnemonics. So normally we are saying that mnemonics. These mnemonics where we are using, that language is considered the assembly language. For example, move. So this move means move value from one place to another place. Load means store or read the values or load into the memory. Clear means clear the data from the memory. Move L means move left. Push means insert the value. Like that. Some code word is there, no? This mnemonics where we are using, that is the assembly code. Okay. So used on this assembler will convert. Okay. So using assembly language to machine language, that is assembly language. Assembler, what it will do? It will convert assembly language to machine language. What is the machine language? Zeros and ones. What is the assembly language? Using mnemonics, some language is there, that is considered the assembly language. So high level language, high level language, what I said, human readable languages. So we know that. So these are the programming languages are there. So these languages is considered the high level languages. So now we are in this next topic. So what is the next topic? Program development steps. How we can develop the program. So program development, we have these steps. One is problem definition. Okay. Second one, analysis that problem. Third one, development, develop the algorithm. After develop the algorithm, you can write the code and document it. After that, you have to test that coding is working properly or not. All the test cases it is satisfied or not, that you are doing it, that is testing and debugging. Finally, you have to maintain the software for reuse. These are the development life cycles. What you are going to do in the problem definition phase? Problem definition means first you have to identify the problem. Okay. So example, I want to perform some finding the factorial number. Okay. So that is the problem, to find the factorial number. Okay. So what is the factorial number? So if we are given the n value, that will be multiply with n minus 1 value till reaching the 1. Okay. So we have to identify problem analysis. So to solve this problem, what are the things required, that we have to analyze it. Okay. So one value we will get from the user. Example, 5 factorial means n equal to 5. So I have to find the factorial value. So two variable I need. So how to calculate it? So that we will discuss in the problem analysis. Then algorithm development. Once we know that what are the variables are there, what we have to do, what we have to find, everything if you know, you have to write the algorithm. What is algorithm? Algorithm means a step-by-step procedure. Step-by-step procedure, which we are written in the English language. Okay, it is not in the computer language, which is human readable language. That is considered as an algorithm. Next one is coding. Coding means writing the program. Okay, writing program is considered as a coding. So based on the algorithm, you can develop the code. Okay, so once code is developed, then you have to document it. So what part or which part is used for which purpose, that you have to mention in the documentation. Then finally you have to test with test cases. Test cases means you will give the possible inputs. Okay. So example, you will give for finding the factorial, you will give 5 factorial, you will give 10 factorial, you will give 100 factorial. What is the answer? If you are given input, it is producing correct result or not. That will be checked by the testing category. So after everything over, we have to maintain the software for reuse. So for some other purpose, if it is required, we can use it. So for that purpose, we have to maintain it. These are the program development steps. Okay. So don't forget it. Based on these steps only we are going to do. So what is that first one? Logic development. So you must be know how to develop or how to solve that problem. So for that logic development. So after that write the algorithm. So algorithm may be represent flow chart or pseudocode. Okay, pseudocode. So after writing these two, we will go for writing the program using high level languages. After that, the testing. Test the program. If program is correct, then you have to maintain. So these are the software development steps or program development steps. Okay. So these steps already here, some theoretical part is there. I will share this PPT. You can read this content. Already I explained what it is. Okay. So these are the program development steps. So now we are end of this lecture. We are discussed this is a summary point components of computer. So there we are discussed the input devices, central processing unit, and output devices. So in central processing unit, control unit, and arithmetic and logic unit. Then finally memory we discussed. In output devices, what are the output devices? What are the input devices? We discussed. Characteristics of computer, some several characters we have discussed: speed, diversity, automation, continuations, reliability. So those characteristics we have discussed. Classifications of computer. So the classification means the types of the computer. The types may be based on the size, based on the mechanism, based on the purpose. So based on these three categories we are discussed. Okay, so all the model supercomputer, um, here supercomputer mainframes, so servers and desktops, personal digital assistants we are discussed based on the size. Mechanism means it's analog device or digital device we are discussed, analog or digital we are discussed. Purpose means general purpose or special purpose we are discussed. Programming language, already we know, we discussed about the language. It is used to communicate to the computer. There is two languages there, high level language and low level languages. High level languages will be understandable by the human, low level language will be understood by the machine. There is assembly language and machine language. So these are the zeros and ones. And here assembly language, they are using mnemonics. Okay, so those things we are used. Finally, program development steps, some 6 steps we are discussed. Okay, identify the problem, analysis the problem, write the algorithm, implement the code, then testing, maintenance. So these topics we are discussed. So having completed this discussion, now students should be able to, now you are able to identify the functions of the computer, components of the computer. The components is input devices, CPU and output devices. What it will do, that you know that functions you are able to understand. So you are able to identify the functions also and classify the computer based on the size. So if you will show any computer, that the student will be classified which type of computer it is. It is mini computer or microcomputer or supercomputer or mainframe computer. Okay. So further doubts, you can refer the chapter 1 of Introduction to Computing in Balagurusamy book, Programming in ANSYS. I hope you are enjoyed this video. So further you can refer the weekly tutorial sheet. Thank you very much.